height and weights, but they've gotten bigger with this lineup. Give it to Malisi, and he walks in. That was the side they widened everything out on, and Mountain Crest was spread out on that side, and they just walked into the end zone for the go-ahead touchdown. So East, Osgothorpe on for the PAT. And this time, Osgothorpe's kick is good as we take a final look at that touchdown. 13-7 and a scoring fest leave on as now both offenses just ripping off chunks of yardage.
Well, and this is which defense is going to stiffen and stop the offense of the team? That's the question here in this first quarter.
Well, East with 159 yards so far in the first quarter. Mountain Crest unofficially with 116. There's the play right before, and you can see how they stood him up and laid him down, and I didn't see who it was that prevented that touchdown, but then Malisi got it on 4th down and less than a yard. But the key play on that drive, this 55-yard run by Curtis around the left edge of the defense, the right end of the offense, and he's had 2 big runs to that right side, same play. Mountain Crest better figure that play out.
They'll go to it again until they do.
13-7, East leads Mountain Crest with 2:07 to play in the first quarter. And there's your S.E. Needham Jewelers middle of the block sign of the clock. We're just excited to have a good ball game. We've seen so many blowouts this year. See if Hall gets a chance to return this one. He does not. Mountain Crest again will start at their own 20-yard line. That's the other thing working for East right now is the field position game. Yeah. East's worst starting field position. Well, they started one down inside their own 20, didn't they? But then they got a fumble that they turned into a touchdown, and then that short kick that went out of bounds. They started at their own 35. Mountain Crest has started at their 20 or inside every time they've touched the ball.
Yeah, it's the little things that matter, and that you know, when you see a kick go out of bounds, you know how it's going to hurt you, but it hurts you in a hurry.
Nobody in the backfield now with Caressa, and they pull the guard and the tackle. Caressa making them miss. Across the 30 and steps out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
Wow, what a move right there at the line of scrimmage. Don't trip on that kid's athletic supporter. Holy buckets.
15 yards for Caressa.
Take a look at this. You see like the defense is pressuring him. He squeaks through the tiniest of holes. Whoop. I can see you, but I can't grab you.
Chase Barney, one of the tackle leaders on this East squad. Caressa across the middle has Hall. Hall in the open field.
Hold that ball.
And Hall goes down in Leopard territory at the 44. And there's a flag right at the end. Do we have a face mask or what? It's on East. Boy, 21 yards on the reception and a penalty yard.
Eddie Hall doing a great job of hanging onto that ball, and the East kids all pawing at it. The Leopards are pawing.
Is that what they're doing? Are those Leopards pawing?
That's what they were doing.
Paw, Leopards paw. Man coverage to the right side of the field, and they're playing off on the near side. And that's where they go. A little quick turnaround. The catch made by Fuller, and Fuller near the first down marker. And you can see they're trying to rip the ball away every time. This defense looking for some turnovers.
And take a look here right at the end of the play. Mickey Taylor wraps up, and he sticks that hand in there and tries to jerk the ball out. Well, nothing. Looks like he's trying to start a lawnmower.
He just about. Looked like Fuller had to really grab on. At the 28 of East, Mountain Crest with a first down. They give him 10 yards. This one in traffic and knocked down. Zach Swenson looked like came off his man and went for that pick. 7 of 10 for Cressa, 154 yards and a touchdown. He's doing it with his arm. Tanner Curtis doing it with his feet. This time Cressa squeaks through a small opening and picks up the first down. He doesn't need much room, does he? 11 yards on 2nd and 10. Look at that.
That's a great block. Springs Cressa.
So again, Cressa by himself in the backfield. Hall and Rigby playing at a wing and 3 other receivers with him. Cressa using his legs. He's got a lot of running room. Cuts back. Touchdown, Mountain Crest. Alex Cressa from 17 yards.
Oh, we're seeing a show today from both quarterbacks. Cressa, not to be outdone, picks his way through the teeth of the Leopard defense, finds himself unpatered. It's fantastic.
Well, the PAT coming up for Mountain Crest as they've tied the game. This would put the Mustangs ahead with 46 seconds to play in the first period. Call's kick is up, and it's good. Mountain Crest leading by 1, 14-13, courtesy Alex Cressa's legs, Lee.
Look at that. And he's a fantastic runner out of the quarterback position. Knows when to move the ball and knows when it's safe to do that. And he uses his blocks so well. And it looks like a one-man show out there, but it's really not.
Yeah,
10 great blocks.
His receivers were really blocking well downfield. If you got a quarterback like that and you're a receiver, I guess you better be blocking downfield.
He'll run right up your back. Boy, and the front line of East get a little frustrated after that play. I saw a little pushing and shoving going on, and trying to chase down Cressa will frustrate you all day.
Oh, yeah. Whether they win or lose this game, the East defensive linemen are going to be having nightmares at number 7 all night. Cressa, about a 3.5-year starter up here. He started as a freshman. His first game that he started came against Roy. And he started that game something crazy, like 12 for 12 or 17 for 17, something like that.
It was Roy, though. Yeah,
it was down at Roy. And he's been playing ever since. And he owns just about every record there is to own for quarterbacks in Utah high schools. Return right up the middle by Lady Malisi. Malisi to the 21. And that's where he stops. Slow getting up is Jordan Hahn for the Mustangs.
Well, that's good kick coverage by the Mustangs, and the best thing about not kicking out of bounds, even though it's a good 20-yard return, still it's only 20 yards instead of that added penalty yardage.
There's a look at that touchdown again. There was a lot of room there, then everybody's coming hard that way, so he said, here, I'll go this way then. Look, I'm smaller than you guys.
Quick like a cat. Mountain Crest defense doesn't know what to do here. It's a short field against East.
It was like watching the nature show where the mountain lion's chasing the rabbit. Curtis keeps it, bounces off a couple of would-be tacklers. The Mustangs are going to have to wrap up as that ball comes loose, and it looks like East is on it.
Oh, Mountain Crest, that's 2 times that East has fumbled the ball, and Mountain Crest hasn't even had a shot at picking it up.
But East ripping off big chunks of yardage on first down. Curtis over 100 yards rushing now in the first period as we wind down the first quarter. He has 106 yards rushing on 7 carries. And I don't know if East will get a playoff.
I don't think so.
Now, that's the end of the first period of play, and a fun one it has been here in Hiram. 14-13, Mountain Crest with the early lead.
One of the reasons I really enjoy banking at Lewiston State Bank is because I enjoy the friendly service. They know me by name, they know who I am, and they know what my business is, and that is very important to me.
I've been banking at Lewiston State Bank for about 9 years, and we love it. They know who I am.
We are proud to have been serving our customers for over 100 years with personalized, friendly service. Please come in and meet your new friends at Lewiston State Bank.
both teams over 150 yards offense in the first quarter, 180 plus for Mountain Crest. East 167. And now East with a second and short. Malisi picks his way forward, and he's very close to the first down. It's going to be third and about a yard. Tanner Curtis, 106 yards rushing in the first period on 7 carries, a 35-yarder and a 55-yarder. Help bring those numbers up. Caressa with 38 yards on 4 carries, including a 17-yard touchdown. And he was 7 for 10 for 154 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, I got to wonder who's looking at this Curtis kid, because he's got a D1 body, throws a great ball, and he runs like the wind. Oh,
there's the give, and Mountain Crest is there. And on 3rd and 1, East loses 3 yards.
Nice penetration. That was fantastic. I think that was Richardson, wasn't it? Sure was. Number 21, Tanner Richardson, our featured player of the game, and that's exactly what Mountain Crest needs. Well, he was one of the guys there. That's what Mountain Crest needs.
For East, it's their first punt of the ball game. Let's see if they truly do punt it away on 4th and 3. Curtis kicks it away. It's short kick. Taylor Root ought to just get away and let it roll.
Oh, you're still too close, son.
And he does, and Mountain Crest will start inside their own 20s. East flips the field position with a good kick and a good roll.
Yeah, great end-over-end punt, and that's something that's hard to do. And both quarterbacks can do it.
It's like your golf shot. You're the only man I know that can end over end a round ball.
You gotta bring that up today.
You hit the links today, huh?
Oh, it was bad. I took my wife. As much as I love her.
Well, there's your first problem.
Seriously distracting on the golf course.
4 down lineman for East. East not using a safety either. Caressa looking over the middle. He's got Pickett. Pickett can't pull it in. They're working that middle with no safety back there. And Pickett was a fingertip away from a big reception. Take a look how close this was.
When it's hard to overthrow Pickett, just barely does.
And when he reaches his hand out to tap it to himself, it kind of goes away from him instead of falling down into his chest. And that would have been out near midfield. So 2nd and 10. Caressa, they try to set up the screen. He gets rid of it. And they throw the flag for the intentional grounding. It was way late coming in, but it came in, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
Caressa couldn't even see a receiver to throw it to. He just got rid of it as fast as he could. He's buried under the rush of East.
Well, they looked like they were setting up a screen or something, the way those guys were coming in there untouched. But
and it's going to be a loss of down to 3rd down and deep in their own territory now.
Boy, and they throw the flag at the 5, so they go half the distance to the goal. On the spot foul. They've got to get out to the 28-yard line, and the ball's on the 3. So it's 3rd and 25, and you're in your own end zone. If you get a holding call in here, that's a safety. And they're going deep. Caressa across the middle, and it's incomplete. So that, after forcing a punt, Mountain Crest's offensive series was a complete disaster. Complete and unmitigated
disaster, no less.
That's the worst kind of disaster.
Caressa looking at the end line there. Really like this wasn't picked off. Both players.